And smelly. What if
It
there's a
smells-
good
it's
smelly
it's
conditioner?
Out of this amount of conditioner we have downstairs, I picked my favorite. So, the only thing is this isn't going to have any color to it. Oh well,
But clouds don't have much color.
that's true. But if you want to make it colorful, you could probably add, again, food coloring or maybe a couple small drops of paint. Alright, so, like I said, that was a cup of cornstarch and then a half a cup of conditioner. And then, once it's in your bowl, you just start mixing.
And this, using the cornstarch, is kind of like our oobleck we made the other day. It is just using a different liquid, so it behaves slightly different, but the superfine nature of the cornstarch is what is giving our cloud dough its properties, because it's now mixed with a thicker liquid, the conditioner.
And I'm doing the spoon. If you want, you can go straight in with your hands. And I'm going to try and get as much of the cornstarch mixed into the conditioner beforehand. This way I don't turn into essentially a cloud myself. And the thing is even though you add, say you're super precise, unlike mine, you have a full cup of cornstarch and half cup conditioner, you still might have to go back in and add some more cornstarch or conditioner based upon its consistency. Because you can see here, it's just sticky, so I might have to add.
So you might have to kind of add and play a little bit.
Yeah, you have to play with it to mix it. It's kind of like the slime that we did several weeks ago now. You have to get in there to mix it together. And yeah, I'm going to need more cornstarch. This is really sticky. But it's not open. What do you want to help me?
Assistant?
Thanks. Alright, and like I said, this is something you'll have to kind of play with. You might have to add a little more cornstarch, you might have to add a little more conditioner, just based upon the consistency. Similar to like when we did the oobleck a couple weeks ago, you can feel it. See, already, hold on.
Now, does this store well too?
Just like, probably like the slime, so long as you put it in an airtight container or plastic bag, it will last.
So when you get to the right consistency, it kind of resembles like a fluffy clay. Like it's not sticky, as Nicole's showing that you can, when it's stuck to your fingers, you can get that worked off, and it will work into it if you have enough of the cornstarch, basically getting to those right proportions when you're making it.
Exactly. And like you saw, I had to add some more cornstarch. I didn't have quite enough.
But maybe your first cup wasn't
My first cup
a
was
level
not
full.
level, and I think I added a little bit more conditioner.
You had a heaping.
Quite the heaping half cup of conditioner. So, and there you go. It's a super soft Play-Doh. Good.
For anybody that may know someone who is autistic, this is something that some individuals who are autistic like. Others, it is a very strange and foreign feeling, and they absolutely hate it. So, depending on who you are, you may like to play with it, or you may not like the feeling of it. It is quite different.
Yeah, and it's not like your normal Play-Dohs are going to be a lot stiffer. This is very, very soft. So you can mold it and play with it. If you want to make a snowman out of it.
But your snowman will melt.
Essentially, yes, it will turn kind of into a puddle. But that is our cloud Play-Doh. Again, 2 ingredients, really super simple, and you have something fun to play with. And like I said, we're doing a couple, and so this is only one. So
Set it just in there in the corner.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna just
Yep,
leave it right there.
numero uno.
Okay. Ah! Except it's stuck to the paper. Okay, there we go.
Stick that to paper.
All right. That was the first one. We're next going to make kinetic sand. Now I've tried several recipes at this point to find the one that we're going to use today. If you saw our remind this morning, you'll notice it had a couple different recipes on there. So the one that I'm going to be making, you're going to see it has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ingredients. There are a couple other ones that you can do. So we're going to do with this one. So this one here is one I made actually yesterday. It's not quite kinetic sand. It's actually just really super soft, moldable clay sand. It just has, as you probably saw on there, it is cornstarch sand and oil. You can use baby oil, you can use vegetable oil. Either one works. But it makes a really soft, moldable sand. But if you've ever actually seen kinetic sand, it still sticks to itself and is kind of, well, interesting to say the least. This is stuff I made a week ago now, and it's kind of dry despite the fact it's been in a bag. But kinetic sand, moldable, holds its shape, but then still will kind of do a kind of a break apart fall. So we are going to make this recipe. I also tried another one. It didn't work very well for me, and that was glue and liquid detergent. That one I saw off of, it's a YouTube channel somewhere. I think it was DIY Kinetic Sand. They used different laundry detergents, and the one that I used did not work. So depending on upon what you have might change how it turns out, but this one works really well. So, I had to think about a container.
What do you need?
I just need
Another
something
bucket?
small not just a bucket, just a small cup container. Because the initial kind of, essentially the first thing we're going to kind of make is kind of a slime, and then we're going to add the sand into it. And I had a bucket of sand because, so the recipe I'm going to be using, I got off of, I think it was the King of Random YouTube channel. They actually had this recipe and it worked out really, really well. So I'm going to be doing that one. And so, to start off, we need a teaspoon of water. And I didn't bring any water with me, so you'll have to hold on 1 second while I go grab some water. That'd be bad. Yep. All right. Now we have our water. All right. So, like I said, we only need 1 teaspoon of water. That's it. This is not a lot of, I guess, slime. Then there is 5-ish drops, 5-ish drops of glue. Then we need 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. Again, oops. Like I said, ish. And then we need 2 teaspoons of glue.
Just regular Elmer's glue?
So,
Or
okay, here's the thing. I, again, did an experiment between clear glue and white glue. And for me, personally, the clear glue worked better. We also have kind of a clear slime glue here, so it's a bit, probably thicker than even some of your normal clear glues. But there is a difference between your clear glue and your white Elmer's glue. If you actually saw our slime video here a couple weeks ago, you would have seen that we had a different recipe based upon what glue we're using. So they are different. So I'm going to get 2 teaspoons of glue in here. Thank you. And maybe it would make a difference. I don't know. You could probably use different teaspoons so you're not having to clean out your thing between each ingredient. Obviously I'm not, so yes, this is a recipe. You could use the clear, or you could use just regular white Elmer's glue, but I found between all the tests that I did, the clear worked just a little bit better. And, alright.
Now, does it
Now-
always have to be Elmer's? You know, that's one thing
don't
that I
think it
know.
does,
There's school
because-
glue, or there's something else that is.
Well, I mean, same thing. This is an Elmer's glue. This is our slime glue. So I'm sure so long as you have a glue,
Okay.
liquid glue, it worked just fine. Alright, now, I have one more ingredient to add, but first I need to mix all of these together. Ooh. And of course the cornstarch in there is going to make it a bit thicker. To break it apart here. Kind of zigzags, kind of like, again, back to our slime video. Make sure you zigzag across the bottom, get all your ingredients mixed together here. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. So now, I have one more thing, and so this is the key ingredient, this is what makes it kind of the slime, and that is liquid starch. And again, we just need 1 teaspoon of this. Ooh, it's close. Alright. So we don't. Alright. And then I'm going to scrape this out. Again, I want to get as much of it as possible because I've been using the same teaspoon for everything. And it's already turning into kind of a slime. Right there. Alright, and here we go. Similar to when we made the slime, as when the borax hit our slime recipe, it again turns into slime. Same thing with this. As soon as the liquid starch hits it, we get kind of a slime mixture as well. Now, this stuff comes together pretty easily. And, alright. Nope. It stuck to my cup. Oh. John, would you mind grabbing the tray I had in the classroom? Alright. Oh wait, never mind, JK. It's sitting underneath all my ingredients. Okay. It's already been a long day. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of work this together just a bit more. Again, it's essentially a slime. I might actually have to add a little bit more of the liquid starch to this, but we'll see. Alright, I just have a giant, essentially, bucket of sand.
Now, is this sand from the yard, Nicole?
No! Ignore that. Oh, bad. Oh boy. Okay, no, this is not sand from the yard. We actually, you want to use more of a fine sand.
There's called play sand.
Play
So
sand.
play sand is a finer, like that you would put in your sand boxes or.
You want to use the finer stuff. I've also seen people use kind of fine glitter as well. If you want to go that crazy route, I mean, sand is just as bad as glitter. You could probably make kinetic glitter. But once you have it, then you're just going to start essentially dunking it into the sand and working it. This is going to take a while, to be honest. It doesn't go super quick. You have to have patience with this part.
So you would never mix that with the sand in the cup. The
No.
sand is the last.
The sand is the last part to go in. Simply because if you try to add the cornstarch or the liquid starch in on top of it, you're going to have kind of a hard time creating that slime, or at least I did. So anyway, it's just a long process. The more sand you work in,
More pliable it looks like, or
somewhat, that's also
you're
because
kneading it together?
yeah, I'm kneading the sand in because sometimes the sand does not want to work in. Obviously, sand is loose, and so you just have to keep folding it and pulling it apart, kind of working that sand in. And this is going to take a while if I actually do this all on camera, so I don't know if we'll completely make this, but essentially that one is this one.
So you do add in a lot of sand,
You
but it takes
add
a
a
long.
lot of sand. It takes.
So take that one out and play with that one and
Okay.
show us. Yeah, just leave that one there. Yeah.
Okay. So, again, that will eventually turn into this. It takes roughly 2-ish cups of sand. So, you can kind of see how it has that kind of pull apart. Doesn't quite fall. Again, it's moldable. If you've ever watched a video on the kinetic sand, they usually take a knife or other fairly thin, sharp object, and they can cut it down the middle, and it stays together. And then as soon as you try to pick it up, it kind of just slowly falls apart. So yeah, that's kinetic sand. Like I said, there's a lot of recipes out there. I tried several, and this is the one that worked the best. Because there were some that was like, just make some slime and start adding sand. I did that with our recipe, and I got a sand puck. It did not work out very well. Others say soap and water. It's similar to the super soft sand. It's moldable, but it doesn't necessarily do the slow fall thing. So I guess there are two things that you can make hopefully at home. Again, if you want to try a simpler version, if you don't have some of these ingredients, you can try the liquid detergent. You need about the same amount of glue versus liquid detergent, maybe a little more of the detergent. I did do that one, but it didn't quite work for me. But I didn't have I guess, because in the video they used either an Ariel brand, Gain, or Tide. So I guess if you want to give it a whirl, it takes like roughly a teaspoon of glue and then roughly a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of liquid detergent.
And then you
So-
add the sand?
And then add sand. Essentially what it's going to do is going to do the same kind of slime thing that all these did, but it does have a bit of a different consistency, or at least mine did. So again, just different experiments you can do at home. If you do it, let us know. If you try something else that worked really good, let us know as well. That'd be great to see if there's another recipe out there that works just as good or better than this. So, other than that, that's all I have for some fun things to play with and make while you're at home. Anything else we can add? Nope. All right, these might be part of our Messy Madness camp that we're going to have mid-July, hopefully. Other than that, I hope you have learned something or give something a try today. And then we will be back Friday at 2, of course, again, with another demo kind of thing. And we look forward to seeing you then. So, have a great day.
Thank you. Thanks, Miley.